Taurus, welcome in. Welcome to your general reading. This is a general reading for the sign of Taurus. Keep that in mind, that it is general. It's not going to resonate for all of you. Take what you can, leave the rest behind. I'm going to start out with a few oracle cards, and then we will jump to the tarot. Whatever comes out, I feel, is what is meant for you, okay? These are also timeless. If you find this a month from now and that message really resonates for you, then that's when you were meant to see that message, okay? Okay, what do we have for Taurus? Messages for Taurus. We have Purity, Unicorn. It's a gorgeous card. That could be some spiritual growth, some spiritual work. Could be like purging and cleansing things in your life, people from your life, okay? So many of you perhaps have been... It can also be gaining knowledge, okay? Maybe some of you are going through some spiritual awakenings, okay? And then you go from that to Fire Spirit. Lots of energy with this Fire Spirit card, okay? Some of you have, excuse me. Some of you Taurus out there have a lot going on right now, okay? Could be chaotic. We'll find out. But a lot going on. And then you have Bluebird Spirit, Happiness. Love that card. Unfortunately, well, we do have bluebirds in Michigan. Sometimes you don't see them often, depending on where you live. So that is a good card, definitely to have. Achieving happiness in your life. So there's, like I said, there's a lot going on right now for some of you. We'll try and figure out what that is. I'm going to take a look into the recent past, current, and future energies as well. And like I said before, whatever message comes out, that is what you should have. Okay, Taurus? Oh, first card, the Tower. Well, it is in reverse. so there's that. Maybe that's why we have the Purity energy here. Some of you in the recent past, it doesn't have to be super recent, just in the past, I'll say, have gone through some changes. Big change, okay? One big massive change or smaller changes. The Tower energy is an energy of the universe making changes, okay, on your behalf. Doesn't always feel like it's on in your behalf, you know? But that's typically why... God, what is going on with my cards here? It typically doesn't feel... doesn't always feel like it's a good thing. It can take you by surprise for sure. Okay? So what else? Messages for Taurus. What else does Taurus need to know? King of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you may be going through a lot of changes at work. This can be changes in your stability. Could be about your living situation. There's a feeling of not feeling secure or stable in this moment for whatever reason. Now, this Tower in reverse here could mean maybe some of you lost a job in the past, okay? It could be about that. It could just be finances. It could be about a house, material things, with this King of Pentacles here. What else? Messages for Taurus. Eight of Wands in reverse. So it's kind of like you've got the Fire Spirit Oracle here, which is a lot of energy movement right now. Okay, current energy movement is a lot. This is this Eight of Wands in reverse is kind of the complete opposite, at least when it comes to perhaps communication with someone. Eight of Wands can mean that there's someone you're not communicating with, one person, more than one person, and it's the slowing down of some energy. Okay, it's not quite a dead halt, but it is a significant energy switch that you could go through in the future here. Okay, what else do we get for Taurus? Messages for Taurus. Tell me more about, okay, Queen of Wands. Some fire energy right there, Taurus. There could be someone in your life who likes to be more in control. Queen of Wands could represent a boss, even a mother figure, somebody older than you. This person, for some of you, was involved with this change that you went through. Okay? You've got the Tower in reverse with the Queen of Wands. I almost get the feeling with this, it feels like somebody put their foot down, and then this change happened. Okay, looking at her, and I see this card all the time. Okay, I read tarot cards. It's kind of like this person made this decision, even though the Tower is a universal card. It's a major arcana, which means it's the universe kind of stepping in and taking some control for something that will benefit us in the long run. Okay. Spirit often uses other people to do that. Okay. Because in some way it might benefit the other people as well. So there could have been an issue here. Whether it's a boss, I'm not sure what that connection is at this point, but it does feel like somebody else was involved in this change that some of you went through recently, or in the past, I should say. Tell me more about this King of Pentacles for Taurus. Two of Wands. It's like a it could be job related or career or financial, because you've got the King of Pentacles, and this is your energy, Taurus. Okay, you are earth energy. This can even be how you feel. Maybe some of you feel a little upside down right now. I feel like some of you feel a bit unsteady. Shaken up, a little shaken up, and you're kind of looking towards what's next with this Two of Wands. Twos for me are about decisions, okay? Looking for your next step, okay? Whether it's, I need another job, I need a different career. You could even be considering going into business for yourself. Whatever that thing is for you. I'll get more when I get my other deck. And then the Hangman in reverse with, okay. So, Hangman in reverse. So in the future, I feel like there's a point in time where you pull back your energy from a situation or from other people, maybe to clear your head. This Hangman here, this is coming out of a period of, it's kind of, Hangman energy is taking a step back and seeing the bigger picture, okay? Gaining some enlightenment. So in the future, you come out with new, new perspective, new knowledge, a new way of looking at things, maybe a new way of doing things. So we will see. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the Tower with the Queen of Wands. See what this is about. Let me get more. Let me shuffle this just a couple times. All right. Spirit, tell me more about this Tower with the Queen of Wands, please. Strength in reverse. Leo energy. It's definitely been difficult. Whatever this change was that happened, whatever this thing was that happened, I feel like it's been a struggle. And then King of Swords. If this involves one other person, or it could even be more than that, it could be multiple. I feel like at some point you did speak your mind, okay? It may have been difficult, okay? But King of Swords doesn't pull any punches. It's a very methodical, logical type of energy. It's air energy. I feel this was your energy at the time. This could also be someone else, maybe that you know. This person could be older than you. I'm not going to throw out any genders. There is really no gender in tarot. So this could be male or female. But I feel like when this big change kind of swooped in and happened, that it feels like it was you. It kind of feels like it's almost like you said, all right, I've had enough of this shit. And you kind of, at that point said something. And then Queen of Cups in the reverse. Very interesting. Yeah. Now Queen of Cups is all about, the heartstrings, emotions. She's coming in right after this King of Swords. This could be relationship related. You may have lost affection for someone, or you may have shut off emotionally towards this person or people. But sometimes we have to do that if we want to say what we need to say or what we haven't said to someone. A lot of times it's necessary to kind of turn down the emotions. It's kind of like that saying, in regards to business, it's not personal, it's business. It's the same thing. Like, there's no emotions involved. It's strictly a business move. This is how this king would be thinking. So Usually court cards, meaning kings and queens, refer to other people in the tarot, okay? Other than you, Taurus. But sometimes when these come up, some tarot readers take it that way, others don't. I usually do a mixture. The Queen of Wands down here, the second card that came out, that does not feel like your energy to me. The King doesn't. The King does and it doesn't. It's kind of hard to explain. I feel like both of these are sort of your energy. It's kind of like, in order to have the strength to do what you needed to do, you kind of had to dial your emotions down and put them, compartmentalize, and put them off to the side. Okay? If that makes sense. To me, I don't think it did. I kind of, fumbled around how I was trying to explain that, but hopefully that made sense. Okay. All right. King of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Wands. Now we get the Queen of Pentacles. Now that's definitely, again, your energy. Okay. Now we have this in the upright. I feel like some of you are looking, like I said, looking for the next move. Trying to figure out how to get back to this Queen of Pentacles energy that I feel like was in some way knocked down a notch, or maybe more than one, by this Tower back here. Okay? It's kind of like a reassessing, like, what do I need to do? What decisions do I need to make? And then Sun in reverse. Leo energy. Let me get another one on that. Ugh, Lovers in reverse. Damn, Taurus. Okay. So the Lovers is about a choice. Okay. It's not all about romance, although on this card you can clearly see we have one guy and two chicks. Okay. But it is about making a choice. This can even, now for some of you, maybe you are in that type of situation, and maybe maybe you're like, well, I'm going to kick this person to the curb and then sit pretty in my own Queen of Pentacle energy. Something about I still feel like there's a person involved in this, okay? Because the situation has not been making you happy. And it's almost like you're working on rectifying that situation. It can still be related to a job, career, because the Lovers is just, like I said, that's about making a choice. It's making a decision. It's making a clear choice to do something or to not do something, okay? If you think about it, when you're in a relationship with someone, you're making a choice to be in that relationship, okay? So, for some of you, this Tower moment could have pushed you in that direction, the direction you needed to go to make a change, because that's what that Tower is about. Could be job related, okay? You could have made a choice to change career paths, like I said, or jobs. But I feel like a lot of you right now are definitely working on making a choice, okay? I'm going to get one more on the Lovers. Spirit, tell me more about the Lovers. Tell me more. Judgment. Could be relationship. There's a judgment here with the Lovers, to clarify. It's like making that judgment call. Judgment for me is also transformation. Doing some work on yourself. Transforming your own energy. Okay, let's go on. What about the Five of Wands? Why did I say 5? Interesting. 8 of Wands with the Hangman card hit the floor. Ace of Cups in the reverse. There's that emotional energy again in reverse. Maybe turning down, new offers for things because it doesn't emotionally feel right. And and Three of Swords. Taurus, what is some of you guys got going on over there? I feel like if this is about a relationship and you get any new offers, I feel like you're going to turn them down just because of pain that you've been through. You know, which would be like a choice to, you know, to not want to start anything new with anybody. It can also involve someone from the past where you just cut off all communication with them with this Eight of Wands in reverse. Because you're seeing more clearly. Okay. Let's get another one on that Three of Swords with the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Star in reverse. Yeah, so if it is about a relationship or not wanting one, I feel like this is going to be a period of healing. That's going to bring you that happiness. And I feel like it's kind of like going into a hermit type of energy where you're just taking a step back. You want to see everything clearly, and do some healing for yourself. Okay. The Star card is definitely healing energy. It's in reverse. It might take you a while to heal from whatever this is. Okay. But the best thing to do when you're healing, if this is relationship related, is to do that alone. You know, instead of going from one thing, you know, to something else, the next person, whatever, without healing whatever it is you need to heal, that can just create more problems down the road. Not enough people take the time to do that healing. So if it is that type of situation, then, you know, the best thing to do is to clear out all that past energy before getting into something new. Okay. I hope this helped, Taurus. If it did, feel free to leave a comment down below. I appreciate all of you watching. Thank you so much for your likes and your subscriptions and your comments. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the week. We'll see you next time.